So guys, these retail, not ours, these are like 17, 18 bucks, but any headbands are normally around the 20-ish mark unless you're trying to buy aftermarket sandanas or something, but
Run it, booms.
Pew, pew,
Run it,
pew,
homie.
pew.
What
We're running
is
it.
this?
We're running this.
What is this?
What's going on, guys? It's Tony from Paintball, and today I am bringing you a video which might make common sense for most, but a lot of people asked, what are necessities that I need at the field? So today, I brought to you necessities that I need for under 20 bucks.
Under 20?
Under 20 bucks. I'm going to start out to my right, your guys' left, and kind of move over from there. Mark's got a good pan of the shot right now, I'd be assuming. So guys, first off, what's this? What's this thing?
That's a dilly.
Yeah, it's a dilly. Let's call this thing a pod. These sell anywhere from $2 to $3 for a standard normal pod. Carries extra paint on the field with you in case you run out. You guys know that. On to the next thing.
I just steal mine during 5-man events. I just take whatever's
Mark
on the ground.
steals other pods. He's a pod thief. Comment below. Hashtag pod thief. Hashtag Mark. Guys,
Hashtag Mark.
Mark's the pod thief, obviously.
All right, let's go blow up.
All right. Yeah, hashtag Mark. Next, guys. These retail 12, 13 bucks. This is an HK ball breaker. Does it feel bad, man? Or does it feel good, man? You're going to need one of these. A lot of guys will lose their barrel covers. They'll forget to throw one in their gear bag. Always make sure you've got an extra one of these. Any field you guys play at will require some sort of safety device to protect the other players in the staging area. So, feels bad, man. 13 bucks, something like that. Next
My
up,
safety device is right here.
shameless plug. Don't forget to go to lomopaintball.com and check out all of our gear, our online store, stuff like that. This is a headband. A Lone Wolf Paintball headband at that. You put it right there. You wear it on your head so the sweat doesn't drip down into your goggles, and then you can't see anything. So guys, these retail, not ours, these are like 17, 18 bucks, but any headbands are normally around the 20-ish mark unless you're trying to buy aftermarket sandanas or something, but get yourself a headband, guys. You're gonna need it. It's a little extra padding on the top of your head if you case and get shot. And also, it keeps the sweat out of your eyes and dripping down to your goggle foam, etc. Need a headband, grab one, you're gonna want it. Next up, I see a lanyard. Okay, cool. What's a $5 lanyard doing on the table? A lot of guys at big scenario games, they'll give you a registration tag or card. If you guys don't have one of these, keep the couple in your gear bag. You can snag your card on the end of the clip, and you can wear it around your neck, obviously. And for the old school guys out there, you can put a squeegee on there. You could you even put on this? No, you can't. You can't do that. So don't do that. Don't try that at home. But for real, have a couple extra lanyards in there, guys. That's on to the next. These, which it's so small, Mark. Can you get that?
I can.
Can you read it? What's that say? Ninja Magnetic Fill Nipple Cover. So guys, let me pull this out of the package. These retail 12, 15 bucks, something like that, 20 bucks. I don't know. This is a Ninja one. You can get whatever brand you want, but this is a magnetic fill cover that goes on your tank. So after you fill, you want to put this back on. So when you're diving around in dirt and mud, protect the actual fill nipple.
What's wrong with the little rubber one that came with
the
rag?
No, that's fine, but some tanks don't come with them, and I paused because people are like, he said fill nipple. Some people don't even know what that is. When you guys hook up to the air station, for the newer players out there, hook up to the air station, that's how you get air into your tank. You want to put a cover back on there, so when you're diving around the dirt, mud, and water, you're not getting dirt, mud, and debris jammed up in your fill nipple, so when you go to fill next time, either A, it doesn't work, B, you blow your fill nipple, and it leaks everywhere, or C, you're pushing that water, dirt, mud, and debris inside of your tank. Go out there and invest yourself into a fill nipple cover.
You do not want to blow a nipple.
You don't want to blow a nipple. Don't do that. Next up, guys, this is an Exalt barrel made. These retail around 12, 13, 14 bucks. Once again, under 20. You definitely want to keep, I carry minimum at all times, 2 in my gear bag and 1 on me in case I lose one on the field. A Swab and a squeegee on the end. It's an all-in-one. Folds up, it goes into your pocket. Do you think, Mark, would you say this is probably one of the most important things?
It is the most important that is under
20 bucks.
Well, no.
Okay, yeah, most important that is under purchase. So you guys out there, you guys buy everything else under the sun, but you don't have one of these. You're breaking paint during the middle of a game. You got a ball lobbed or jammed in your barrel. You guys got to have a squeegee with you. Under 20 bucks, totally worth the investment if you're a paintball player out there. On to the next thing.
I don't care if you got a Lux, if you got a Tippmann 98.
Any
you're probably
gun.
going to break paint at some point or get dirt or mud or gunk. You're going to want to clean that.
Very, very correct. Next thing brings me up. Oil and actual grease or lube, depending on what mark you're shooting. You're shooting like a Woods ball gun. Normally they carry, they use typical oil, the spool valves, stuff like that. Want to carry some grease. Also, under 20 bucks, you guys lube, grease, or some oil. Carry that in your gear bag. Keep your marker maintained so it always treats you well out there on the field so you do not forget that it's important.
How often do you lube or grease your marker?
I do it because I'm meticulous with my stuff. I do it after every game I play. Not every game. Every time I'm done playing at the end of the day, I tear my gun apart. I re-lube, re-grease, re-oil, whatever you want to do. Some guys can go weeks, months. I've seen guys that gone, I've shot 20 cases of paint through this and never lubed it. Well, that's good for you, but it's very important. On to the next thing anyways.
I'm not done.
Come on, Mark.
Would you lube or grease a brand new marker that you bought? Or would you trust that the factory
I'd pull the bolt out and take a look because sometimes the factory guys are just slapping it on there and on to the next gun. So always pull your, your bolt or whatever you guys are using, pull it out. If the O-rings are slightly greased or oiled, no big deal. If they look dry as a bone, throw a little oil, throw a little lube or grease in case.
All right, why are you still talking about this? Move along.
Dude, you're the one who freaking brought it up. This guy hit you with the pod swab. That's next up on the list. Guys, a pod swab, you guys might think this funny. It looks a little furry, huh? Looks a little furry. You guys, you just like boop, pop it open. A lot of guys out there don't pack your pods correctly. Check out the pod video that I did, how to fill a pod correctly. And if you broke paint in there, if you packed it 3 paintballs shy and it broke a bunch of paint while you were running out there, this goes in. You give it a little swirl and a dirl, and it comes out. Grab one of these. These are under 20 bucks. They retail $17, $18, something like that. On to the next thing, Mark.
So what if I broke paint in my pod? What difference is that going to make?
So you're going to want to put fresh paint in there with dirty paint. Put that into your hopper, and your gun's going to shoot like absolute crap. On to the next question. Mark's asking dumb things. What are these? Can you get a close-up?
Those are Pogs.
Nope, they're not Pogs. I can't really slam them. But guys, thread protector for your tanks. I cannot tell you how many times I've had to replace regulators on tanks. I was taking my gear bag out and I dropped my tank on the cement and it messed up all my threads. Well, if you had one of these nice aluminum thread protectors that you screwed onto the top of your tank, if you accidentally did drop your tank on the ground or wherever, it's going to keep your actual regulator safe and those threads from getting hurt. You don't want to hurt the threads because then it won't screw onto your gun and then you got cross-threading issues and stuff like that. So guys, buy yourself a metal thread protector. Retails probably about 10 bucks, something like that, because I'm throwing out rough prices. I'm waiting for the flame comments. He doesn't even know the prices. I'm not saying this specific brand. This is Ninja. HK makes some. Everybody makes something like this. They're roughly around that price point, guys.
But they're under 20.
They're under 20, so I'm not wrong there. Haha, gotcha. Anywho, on to the next thing. We already went over your barrel cover ball breaker. We went over that. We went over this. Tank covers, under 20 bucks. You're going to want something to slide on the end of your tank, and then it's going to keep it from, when you're shooting, sliding around on your jersey or shirt, or if you're Danger Man, no shirt at all. So you guys are going to want one of these. Boom shakalaka.
Shout out to Danger Man.
Danger Man, he's an interesting guy. And lastly, I mean, there's other things you could go over, but this table's getting clear, Mark. Lastly, we sell these for about 10 bucks.
What?
These are made by Exalt. Exalt's a great partner of ours. And this is called a microfiber cloth for your goggles specifically. You can clean whatever you want with these, but I would definitely use these on a nice crisp lens. If I took a goggle shot, if I slid into a bunker, got a little dirt and mud and water on it. Boom shakalaka. You're going to want one of those. Keep it in your gear bag and don't lend it to your friends. How many of these have I lent to my friends? Hey man, can I use your microfiber real quick? Same with these. Hey man, can I use your pod squeeze? I never see this back. And if I ever do see this back, it's dirty as heck. And I can't even use it on my own stuff. So guys, once again, this was just a quick video on necessities for a paintball player under 20 bucks that you guys absolutely want to have at the field with you. I promise you, I played a lot of paintball and I've used every single one of these things many, many times. So guys, check out lonewoolpaintball.com. You can buy all these little neat trinkets for under 20 bucks. Check out our online store. Thank you for watching. And we're out of here?
No! They gotta go to patreon.com for the after show.
Patreon.com for the after show.
$1 a month gets you access to what we talk about.
What he's saying. The guy behind the camera. See you guys.